Stay with me a while. I only wanna talk to you. Been halfway around the world. Find ourselves again. September morning. Do you remember we danced that night away? Two lovers playing scene from some romantic play. September morning. 2:27. That's the guess. 2:27. It punctuates a dime, but on the one side it's 2:27, on the other it's 2:37. Going nowhere. Somebody help me, yeah. I'm staying alive.
Already been to treatment? Give them a call. There is no need to let addiction ruin yours or a loved one's life. Take the first step now at 800-390-95.
That's what I should do here. I mean, I should open up like a retirement home. That's what I should do. When all of your friends from the 60s and 70s have gone through rehab, we highly encourage you to keep it on the dust.
Vehicle maintenance.
Do 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 do. Do do do. It was a beautiful day. The sun beat down. I had the radio on. I was driving. Welcome in. Nothing fancy today but the eggnog creamer at the dispenser. Put a little squirt of that in there. I don't know. Whatever gets you through, you know. I mean, what do we got to choose from? Two of the things were out of order for cleaning. So, yeah, that's how we start our day. It's a plain coffee. Small little turntable here. All we have is the Bee Gees. McNamara's on a commercial doing drug addiction. And, turn on the TV, maybe watch an interview with Joy Reid and Pelosi. Commercial, I don't know, what kind of commercial? Maybe from some kind of fashion designer, Chanel or this or that. You know, all the nice digs, the beautiful hairstyles, you know, the nice coats. Or, you know, you could turn on CNN and listen to Lemon. You know, he'll have whatever he'll have on that commercial. Then he'll come back. Then he'll have Cortez dancing. I'd like to know how to do that dance. I really would. I was trying it on the kitchen floor. I don't know, it was just with her legs. She was just like, I don't know, I'm going to try that. I think maybe it was too early in the morning to try something like that. It just wasn't like coordinated. But as soon as I opened the door and the black cat out there, or whatever we named it, maybe Lucky, we'll name it Lucky. He's getting nice and chunky and chubby, and he's healthy as can be. Very, 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 very loving, very loving. Sing you to sleep after the loving. So anyway, what is there? So you got that. Got the other girl there saying that the bomb, the F-bomb. Well, the big F, a good one. But it's okay. It's okay. As long as you know, you're on message. And that seems to be the thing. Okay, we can't turn there. For some reason, I just felt like going down that dark road. Just felt awful appealing. Kind of, just because, well, we do a lot of this off the moon, by the way. Yes, the moon, I mean, it might be dark out, you know, the moon goes through a lot of changes and transitionings, you know, so we have been able to get in touch. And we're not going to go down there because then we get that light and we can never get back over. I don't really feel lucky. It'll probably cut into my thought here, make it a bad opener. Welcome in. It is the 5th. And how you doing today, darling? Yes, very good. Is there anything that did you do anything stupid yesterday? Yes, I did. Well, for some reason, I felt like, if we had, because I've been cleaning my wall out for the longest time here. I mean, all I do is just go down. As you can see, a lot of tags, a lot of things were done in that year. I don't know what particular month we're in right now. That would help, maybe, I don't know. But I have faith. I just have faith that everything will work out. I don't need to check. I mean, all right, here's a question. Name your greatest possession. What is your greatest possession? And would you trade that for a lesser value? Ponder that. And meanwhile, I'll have Twinkles look for, just dirt. I thought it was like an animal. I'm always cautious about animals. Yes, and yesterday it was kind of a weird show. I was stupid. But I was also thinking, I mean, what do people do on here, basically? All right, so we used to have some people come in the morning and talk, philosophy and all this kind of stuff. And, some of those comments back then were pretty good. It's like, I remember when Morrissey said, hey, bugger, I'm the only one who listens to you. Like, we were just kidding around and all that stuff. But, and then we had to dress the Kiss, and, had the bands and all that. I don't know who else. We had offhand, I don't know. But, we had a lot of people that just wouldn't say anything. Yes, it's years ago and stuff like that. You can't go back on stuff like that. I mean, most people are not loyal. And that's why I said to myself, after talking to Frank yesterday, I said, I mean, that's loyal. I mean, like, there's a certain loyalty. I had to put the camera down because I was driving by the boys and girls. And again, I don't know if you can record stuff like that. We'll go outside. But yesterday I was coming back from, I seen Anthony. I seen Patch. And the first thing I said to him, I said, "What's up, Jer?" The first thing I said to him was like, "I'm sorry, man. It's going through a lot of shit, I mean, you do get into this pattern, of like, it's easy to burn out because you really feel as though you can't really communicate. You can't really touch anybody no more. I mean, it's hard these days. I mean, the deeper we get into it, I mean, you can see how much tension. I mean, like, even during the day, like, and like when you're driving, there's just this thing. You have to be extra cautious. Like, you're looking around. Like, people are not like attentive to the road or anything like that. There's just something weird about it. I think we become too much dependent on apps and all this other stuff, and getting praises, and does somebody like my post, or did someone say something back to me, or I gave somebody a message, I feel kind of strange about it. Why did I do that? You normally do things you normally don't do. Okay, we know that. I did so many things on here, the next day I say to myself, why? What was I thinking? But I thought about it for a while. I mean, the couple moves that I made yesterday, they weren't just aimless, thoughtless things. They were things like, that to me, maybe the receivers don't want that. Maybe they don't want that, but I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. If I'm going to try to do something, again, you're not gonna be able to talk to a lot of people about this. A lot of people have been tuned out. They're just gone. They know something is kind of weird. They know something is kind of wrong with all this, and they just stay out of it. They have given up. They've seen this stuff, go on. Some people are aware. The thing that really shocked me, like seeing the interview with Reid and Pelosi, to imagine, right, the years that she's been there, Pelosi in government. I mean, to find out like her net worth is worth $200 million. It's just something like that. I mean, that doesn't, I mean, she's there for the people, she's this and that, you know, got the gavel, gonna do the impeachment, then she says something about $1, we're gonna give him $1 for the wall. You know, let's be realistic about this. It's not a joke anymore. It's not a joke. You know, I joke. I know what jokes are. And then she's saying the treatment down there, they don't have enough doctors and everything like that. So whose fault is that? So then Bernie Sanders, the Me Too movement is going after Bernie Sanders. They're saying some men were sexually harassed, and most likely women, I don't know. Just caught the headline there a little bit. His excuse, well, I was busy. You know, but, you know, they'll accept that. They'll accept that. So, okay, hey, you were busy, hey, busy. You know, somebody else, someone they don't like, someone that has a certain label to them, what this whole thing has been about all the years here. You know, what do you mean? Generally, I mean, think about it. You tell me what all this is about. When you turn on ABC, NBC, ABC, whatever, all the CBS, you watch CNN, MSNBC, CBNC, I don't know, WXYZ, WKRP, whatever you watch. What is it all about, man? Who are they going after? They have to be going after somebody. And then again, Cortez, you know, she's dancing and all that kind of stuff. It's like 70%. Let's tax the rich, 70%. Nah, we don't need no rich. Isn't that a song there? Like, tax the rich till there's no rich anymore. I like to change the world. And I can feel it.